Opposition parties are getting rattled and they are making absurd allegations against the government and the ruling party. PM and the India government firmly believes that country is made of mostly honest people, but due to dishonest minority, this country and the common man are suffering. Cancellation of tender value of 500 and 1000 notes is a measure taken by the government to check the misuse of these high value notes by the sponsors of terror and also the black money holders. That is the purpose behind this move. And to say that the government have informed some people advance is an absurd allegation. No advance information or no leak was made to anybody whatsoever, because there has to be an element of surprise, because the unscrupulous elements, they will take advantage of the same. That's why this announcement was made on November 8th, after the cabinet meeting. The secrecy is the main ingredient of this entire operation. This is a war against corruption and war against black money. That being the case, there is no question of sharing with anybody. At the same time, I would like to tell the nation that this is not a decision which is taken all of a sudden. The timing may be sudden, but from the day one when we came to power in 2014, May 27th, the first item of the cabinet in the cabinet was taking up the issue of black money slashed in foreign accounts. The government have set up a special investigation team as suggested by the Honorable Supreme Court under the chairmanship of Justice M.B. Shah. The second act was to rework the agreements with different countries to exchange of information through automatic exchange route. The third one is avoidance of double taxation treaty with some of the countries like Mauritius and other countries. The fourth one is Benami Transactions Prohibition Bill in 2015 was brought by this government. And the fifth one is the voluntary disclosure of black money, wherein 3 months' time was allowed to all before taking this step, and the appeal was made to the people, no less than a person by the Honorable Prime Minister through Man Ki Baat. He has requested all the people to avail this opportunity and not to repent later. After that, still, as we thought, there is still some black money in the country, there is a parallel economy is going, and there is a counterfeit industry encouraged by our neighbor. The government have taken this drastic action, which is welcomed by one and all in the country. Some of the parties are, I don't blame all the opposition, some parties are resorting to this malicious campaign to belittle the ultimate gains of this historic and also revolutionary move, which will ultimately benefit the common man and poor people of the country. That is the objective. It will enhance the economic strength of the country, it will reason the system, the GDP will go up, the inflation will come down, the prices will come down, and the government will be able to spend, because of the reduction of the fiscal deficit, the government will be able to spend more money for the social security and welfare measures of the people. That's why the common man of the country, who is having utmost common sense, they are all welcoming this historic move of the Honorable Prime Minister and overwhelmingly coming to support this move. Vested interests, people who are affected by this, people who are involved in corruption all these years and also involved in nepotism, greed, and also electoral malpractices, they want to scuttle this move. Instead of opposing this move because they could not do it, they are trying to divert the attention of the people by making all sorts of absurd allegations. Such irresponsible allegations only expose such parties who are rattled by the consequence of the government commitment to get to the bottom of corruption and black money. Instead of making constructive suggestions to help some the problems that are being faced by a section of the people, because there will be some inconveniences in drawing money, some parties are trying to cover up the real intention of supporting the corrupt and black money in the name of hardships caused to the people. This is the truth of the matter. The government has taken several steps and will take further steps also to see that the problems that are coming in the way of implementation of the scheme, they are tackled on priority basis. Most of the measures that were announced yesterday and yesterday, they are having a very good effect. And also, the people should also be aware of the tendency to create panic in the society. Like the Western interest the other day has spread a rumor to defame the government that there is a shortage of salt. The fact of the matter is there is a production of 220 lakh tons of salt in the country. The total requirement of the salt is only 60 lakhs, whereas 220 lakhs is the production. Other salt is either used for industrial consumption or for export purpose. But still, they have spread this rumor. So I appeal to the people to be wary of such evil and people who are interested to scuttle this move, stand firmly by the government. All political parties, major political parties have taken a line appreciating the government. Yesterday we had an NDA meeting. All parties, they have overwhelmingly come forward. They came out with statements also. Some people are trying to make this as a political issue and then blow out of proportion certain hardships faced by the people, because there are logistic problems of transporting money. There are problems of printing the currency. The Reserve Bank has already assured the nation that there is enough currency in the banks, nothing to worry. And then if any party or any person finds any problem, they can seek an appointment with the Honorable Finance Minister, or they can meet the Prime Minister also in a delegation, rather than taking out processions and then making absurd and unfounded allegations. Keeping in view the significant gain to the common man and the poor man, I would appeal to all the parties to make it very clear whether they are with the common man or whether they are with the corrupt hoarders. Every party has to take a clear line. We are ready to face the Parliament. There is no problem. Whatever issues that are raised in Parliament, we are ready for any length of discussion and we are ready to clarify any issue. But the intention of the government is very clear, to get rid of the country from the corrupt regimes, systems, and also ultimately to help the common people. Temporary pain will result in ultimately larger gain. People, I appeal to the people, please understand this, not to be misled by the nefarious propaganda by certain vested interests.